to welcome you all to Gombe, the jewel in the savannah.
You don't walk, you don't try. You're supposed to the vibe.
Maven.
Doro Bucci, Don Doro Bucci, Doro Jazzy, and Doro Boss, Doro Big, you know say Doro Heavy, Doro Skiffle, you know say Doro Bloody, Doro get the biggest level where you know of us, Doro fresh pass anybody way Doro meet, Doro got a pass anybody for the gathering, Doro just money pass everybody, yeah.
Doro is bigger, Doro is higher. Follow the ladder, so follow the ladder. Doro can't leave her, she know the tire. Doro hot, Doro minado, Doro fine, Doro Gucci, yeah. Doro me, Doro you, Doro maybe with the baddest crew.
Doro Suru, Doro Lere, Doro Grab, Doro Carry. Past anybody way, don't they pass before? Doro sweet past anybody way, Doro jam man, Doro hammer, Doro bako, Doro knock past carpenter way, don't they knock before? Doro nado, Doro Messi, Doro dribble anybody way, try to mark.
Doro, African prince, see Doro they make you all the girls they feel Doro, anybody way Doro fish Doro choppy anybody way Doro beef Doro mega Doro super Doro star Doro mega superstar Doro catchy anybody way Doro fish Doro choppy anybody way Doro beef Doro bad
anybody where they the picture.
All right, go.
I want to flex my love, I want to impress, and I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. I'm a man, I want to impress, and I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. Die who, or die who, yeah, or die who, die who, or die who, yeah, or die who, die who, or die who, yeah, or die who, die who, or die who, yeah, or die who. That my body calling and your body picking. Loving you, they make me forget, say I get problem. By the end of the night, enter bathroom, fresh up. I want to flex my love, I want to impress, and I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. I'm a man, I want to impress, and I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. Die who, or die who, yeah, or die who, die who, or die who, yeah, or die who, die who, or die who, yeah, or die who, die who, or die who, yeah, or die who. Who the f is your bestie? Danny bro, eh? You don't want to find my trouble. Enter bathroom, fresh up. She me you come through when your heart break. She heartbreak. Now me the bite dinner for your man then. Enter bathroom, fresh up. I want to flex my love, and I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. I'm a man, and I want to carry my love away to a place she loves. Die who, or die who, yeah, or die who, die who, or die who, yeah, or die who, die who, or die who, yeah, or die who, die who, or die who, yeah, or die who.
Jerusalem, Ikayalami, Gilondoloze, Ambenami, Zungangishilana. Jerusalem, Ikayalami, Gilondoloze, Ambenami, Zungangishilana. Oluwabona, I'm not perfect, I came from ruthless times as a juvenile. Ilondoloze, Zungangishilana. Look into my eyes, see pain and sacrifice. What's goes on my mind, just trying to survive. Ilondoloze, Zungangishilana. Tomaka ema wuru, oti wuru si wuru. Emi won wa mi ni gboro, toju ko oju o. Mi eni teji soro, time si mi solo. Lati Ikoro si boro, down to Ikorodu.
dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze zuhambe nami, dawo yami ayikholana, buso wami awukholana. Ilondoloze zuhambe nami.
Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Jerusalem, ikayalami, ilondoloze, uhambe nami, zungangishilana. Oh no, I'm not perfect. I came from ruthless times as a juvenile. Ilondoloze, zungangishilana. Tomaka emo woro, oti woro si woro, emi won wa mi ni gboro, toju ko oju o, mi ani teju sori, time see me solo, lati koro si gboro.
It's my honor and privilege to welcome you to this landmark 96th Annual Conference tagged USCD 2023. It's a good thing to entrust the regulation and control of profession to appropriate professional bodies, as it ultimately places the destiny of these professions in the hands of those who practice them. For Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, the mandate transcends regulating pharmacists and other workforce cadres to the regulation and control of pharmaceutical premises in both the public and private sectors, including facilities for manufacture, importation, export, distribution, wholesale, retail, hospital drug dispensing and sales, and other pharma components of the veterinary practice, and much more. The sensitivity of these endeavors listed, which are legally considered as drug matters, is the fundamental reason most nations of the world find it imperative to bring drug use matters under central or federal control. Nigeria is not an exception to this norm, and this is why the drug matters are listed as item 21 in part 1 of second schedule of the 1999 Constitution. It is under this control that the federal government, to ensure adequate protection of life in terms of ensuring easy access to safe, efficacious and affordable drugs to consumers of health in our country. It will be a thing of joy to see our beloved society take charge of this endeavor, but capacity and competence to deliver is not available today without emotional parasites. Even the status quo of the federal government, poor funding has compelled us to live with over 2 million unregistered pharmaceutical premises, over 35 open drug markets, dispensing physicians in private hospitals, a thriving drug abuse and misuse culture.
I'm deeply honored to welcome you all to Gombe State for the 1996th Annual General Meeting and International Conference of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria. It gives me a great pleasure to host this important gathering of professionals who play a crucial role in strengthening our healthcare system and improving the well-being of our citizens. The theme of this year's conference, Pharmaceutical Practice, a pivot to universal health coverage in Nigeria, is both apt and timely. It is coming at a time His Excellency President Aswati Bola Ahmed Tinubu is making concerted efforts towards achieving universal health coverage in Nigeria through the renewed Hope agenda. I believe pharmacists have a crucial role to play in realizing this objective. At this point, seize the opportunity to declare this conference open to the glory of God Almighty. And I pray that as you go through the week, through your programs, you'll have a good time with us and enjoy the hospitality of the Gombe people.
A one remarkable and very interesting, should I call it, experience, that the air you breathe in Gombe is quite different from the air you have any other place. The air, you can feel the peace, the harmonious and the very, very, permit me to put it that way, enduring environment. Permit me to appreciate the FPSN for the good job they are doing in Nigeria. I was in your conference in Enugu and I made a very passionate appeal that will become a hub for at least African countries that are still depending on Asia to import their medicinal products or pharmaceutical products. Synergy is the way forward. There are a couple of beautiful things we are doing, and if you take a look at most of them, you see that supporting elements is still coming from outside. And all we need to do is to support organizations in Nigeria that will complement whatever we are doing locally. In a particular area, some companies in Nigeria are still importing ROPP caps, whereas we have a capacity of 1.2 billion caps per annum in Nigeria. So I still advise strongly that we should encourage synergy.
Apart from the non-tropical diseases that we know, we now have Lassa fever, Ebola, coronavirus, these variants, monkeypox, rheumatic ulcer, diphtheria, and many others that are challenged to you that will need the medicine to treat diseases. The attack of modern diseases is a problem to you, it's a challenge to you that pharmacists must address. As pharmacists who are expected to identify, research, and produce the medicine and drugs for use by your twin profession, the medical personnel, who diagnose and administer to those who present themselves to you, your taxes have become enormous and almost peculiar. While you have in the past reason to challenges of producing drugs, literature, experience, and daily reports indicate that you are still not coping. You are not able to cope with the demand. Either you are not able to go because of the supply, or possibly what you produce is too expensive for our poor people in rural areas to afford. Meaning you are unable to cope with the challenges that are presented to you. In the circumstances that you are unable to cope, possibly because our medicines are coming from other clients, China, India, and others. It is in the circumstances of this challenge that I have a challenge to ask you to look inward. Consider open contacts, partner layers with relevant stakeholders, and produce in our environment using plants, animals, birds, skin, and all others, and other things that the nation is blessed with. It is deliberate that I'm wearing a Nigerian dress. This is a dream. It should show you that we have become mature. It's deliberate dressing to tell you that you have to do inwards. Even though the challenges I present to you may seem an Ukrainian tax, the ethnic composition of Nigeria, which had 521 ethnic groups, but two have gone extinct according to stories. The remaining 500 ethnic groups are the source of knowledge that you can get at their own ideas of medicine, which you can research on. So much as I gave you the task of cutting inward, I also told you where you can go and get that. These people have their own knowledge, they have their heart that they use to cure diseases, even before the advent of Western medicine. The commencement of glory, they have having told you that there are these ethnic groups that each and every one of them have their own message. It's a place to come. It may surprise you that in Uganda there is a tribe that used to do cesarean operation even before the coming of the white people.
So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up. Stand up, stand up, stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life. Can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up. For the champions, for the champions. Stand up.
honor the FPSN for doing Gombe very proud by holding your conference in Gombe, enjoying in the Savannah. His Excellency is unavoidably absent because he is presently holding a Zoom meeting with the President. So for this reason, he has asked the Executive to be here so that you don't feel his absence. Rest assured that His Excellency, in his own way, will allow that the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria are free or is free to come out tomorrow for yet another Pharmaceutical Society conference. Our idea is to also showcase the little cultural activities and presentations of the multicultural society such as Gombe. For your information, Gombe is a state that is proud to say it has over 80 different cultural groups.
been selected to go home with this award. And the person is Pharmacist Odianose.
So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just life, that's how it is. Cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, oh, can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up.
I want to on behalf of all pharmacists thank His Excellency the Governor of Gombe State, our His Excellency
Had a swell time in Gombe, unexpected. I'm thrilled. I'm amazed at the level of preparedness of the people of Gombe and government for this. When I was talking to the governor yesterday, I told him we stormed the city. We were like a storm, but we certainly is having good time. And the other thing it says to us as pharmacists that Nigeria is such a beautiful place. It is just that the leaders have refused to allow us move, to allow us fly as a people. You can see unity, you can see. I'm thrilled that this edifice of a conference center looks like the best in the country. I can't. I've been through all. Abuja, I have been through all, and this is good. Small Gombe has the best conference venue in the whole country, and I just wish they can take it a little bit more and push it harder and get all the hotels. And look, people will flock to Gombe. Cyril is also lucky that he came in at a time that the rudimentary work has been done. I mean, I was president many years back, and we didn't have as much goodwill as we were having now. We didn't have, the numbers have also grown. He has also brought into he's a professor, and he's shown that he had time to do this work. I did it many years back and it wasn't easy. And for somebody to show this level of dexterity, this level of attachment to what we require to do at pharmacy. He certainly is a lover of pharmacy, as I can see. And I was looking through his balance sheet and I saw the amount of surplus that he's rendering to society. And I said, this is good. He has one more year to go, and we hope he just continues in the pedestal he has started.
There's a lot of improvement. Firstly, the venue is a much better organized place. Where they've got the exhibitors too is a whole lot more organized. Looking at the programming seems a lot more scientific, more clinical. I see that they manage time to the best that they can. And I have seen also the preparation, because this is an election year for some positions. I think they've handled that very well. Contestants have been given opportunity to campaign and say how they're going to improve on the positions they're coming in. I think generally it's been an improvement. Probably is one of the best I've attended so far. My personal take is Professor Usifoh has done very well. I've known the fine gentleman from my days in Ife when I was in Part 3. He was in his MSc class. And I think when he came on board, there was need to stabilize the association. There was need to define new direction. There was need to bring together all the people in the association. I think he's done that brilliantly. He steered the association more into scientific thinking, scientific direction. And I think his conferences have been brilliant. I'm looking forward to him continuing to steer this association up until next year when election comes for me. If I would grade him, I think he's done brilliantly. And hey, our relationship with NAPSA, with the PSN, has been quite supportive of me. I mean, we do have the immediate past president of the PSN that sits on our board at NAPSA. This year is Mazi Sam. Just like Mazi Sam is well received over there, Professor Usifoh has done very well to receive us a lot. Receive us very well, helping us with anything we need to make our work a lot easy in this country. So we're very thankful for it.
Well, the conference has been, if I have to describe it in one word, very, very eventful. It has been beyond expectation. Gombe has really pulled out all the punches with regards to the hosting of an excellent conference. You can see the venue is world class, and most importantly, the proceedings of the conference have been very, very informative, educative, and so I believe that all pharmacists all over the nation that are part of this conference have gotten value for their time, for their effort, and even for their money. Professor Cyril Usifoh, a professor of pharmaceutical chemistry, my own lecturer when I was in university. We couldn't have gotten a better president at a time like this. His programs, his efforts, his projects in the past 2 years as the president of our great society has really been impactful. It has made a lot of difference. We see him pushing the boundaries to make sure pharmacy, the profession, and even the practitioners are given value in the nation. And we believe that he has done so much in the 2 years that he has been in the saddle as the president of our society. And we are proud that we voted for him in 2021. And indeed, we know that, I know personally, I haven't known him for this long, being my lecturer, being my professor in the university, that he will definitely do what we expect of him, and we have not been disappointed.
His service, and we didn't believe in Gombe. We had doubts, but I had able-bodied men like the chairman of CPC, who is always smiling even in the face of difficulties. And I didn't need to worry because I picked a formidable team. They were actually challenges, let's be very sincere. Reforms, transportation, especially air transportation. We all know very sure how receptive we will be. People were doubtful vis-a-vis security. I could go on listing the obstacles, but I was not worried about the obstacle because kites don't fly with the wind, they fly against the wind. And so we face it head on. I must specially recognize the contribution of Pharmacist $65, Mrs. Ekwombo, Joseph, and Quincy Obegi. Because they did a good job. They came as advanced stage. And we tackled the issues one by one. I was humbled with His Royal Highness Koranu, who came, though the accommodation arranged was not immediately available. He took whatever we gave him and lived among us and lived with us. Everybody contributed. And towards 1 or 2 days to the start of the whole program, the state government came robustly and pulled their weight. The opening ceremony was fantastic. Tonight, today's adjudged one of the best in recent times, if not the best. The governor came, the deputy governor came, all the commissioners, and who is who, the security men were around. And we had adequate security in the hall because one of our own, the director of DSS. People went on excursion, came back safely. Some have started traveling back. We can only give glory to God. And I won't forget, CEO was also there to cover the events. So it was all fun, it was great. The government surprisingly decided to give us a closing banquet. That caused some disturbance and some things we've already done. But we quickly looked at the whole situation and came robustly. So many other things, but we'll go to the drawing board. I have a new ESCO. My NEC members have exited. I got 4 new ones. And I must confirm that pharmacists have produced or rather voted who they believe should do the right thing. And I'm happy to have them. I will work with them. I'm sure in the next 1 year when I'll be exiting, I've gone on my side, I would have left a mark that pharmacists will not forget easily, and would have been able to reach greater heights. I just take one day at a time, but one thing I always do is to make sure I start early. I'm sure before the first week of December, I'm going to inaugurate the members of the CPC. I don't change winning teams. If people have done well in jobs and done better here, why should I change? But more people will come into CPC. But some persons will remain there who have always been the driving force. And when you have that strategic plan, then you don't need to worry. I'm not planning to change exhibitors who have done well. I don't think I'm planning to change my media partner who have done exceedingly well. I saw improved work and I'm sure they will do better. So with this at the back of your mind, you are less disturbed. Rather you just cruise through and take one day at a time. With God on our side, I'm sure we'll have a good ride. For you will be very interesting because we just were service by air, we're connected by road. I'm expecting no less than 3,000 to 5,000, no less than 3,500 pharmacists. That would be a challenge itself, but then we'll face it.
Fantastic. The venue, fantastic. Participation, fantastic. Government support, fantastic. Government presence, fantastic. This is the first time you will see the governor of a state, deputy governor of a state, from all the commissioners of the state, and very important dignitaries coming to opening ceremony of Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria. I was once a national secretary, treasurer, or financial secretary. I've never seen this type of support from the government and the participation of participants, because everybody was afraid that this place is far up north and there will be security challenges, and we're apprehensive that a lot of people may not come. But you can see for yourself that everywhere is filled up with participants. Everybody is happy. The weather is good. The food is good. The people are so welcoming and accommodating. It's just fantastic. I will say excellent. Excellent in the state that he has been able to deliver what he promised he will do. And he's a man of his words. He's a man of action. He doesn't talk much, but he acts more. And we least expect less than this because of his antecedent. And as a professor of professors, as a teacher of teachers and the former chairman of Gombe State Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, I think he has really performed excellently well. And I believe it's going to be a tonic for other younger ones to emulate and follow his footsteps.
I feel very, very, very excited. I'm really impressed at what I've seen today, and indeed all week. It's been phenomenal, it's been record-breaking, it's been exciting. We are really pleased to be here. The president of the society has consistently raised the bar of not just leadership, but practice of pharmacy in Nigeria. He's very passionate about it, he drives it, and his passion is actually infectious. So you talk with him even for a few minutes and you find yourself catching that drive as well.
It's another indelible man, impressionable out there, ever dazzling, social. I always tell people that clearly at conferences, problems resist. The organizational skills and ability that goes into the planning makes the outcome usually very fantastic. And I think this has been a very unique one because the conference center here is unarguably the best we have in this country. So when you have that type of fantastic environment, it's only natural that you're inspired to get to apogee, and that was what you just 96. Very close to a centenary, and the president has just put in place a centenary celebration committee, and it's totally yours truly is the chairman, and so we have a responsibility to build a momentum, something a little bit probably unprecedented in the annals of any other profession in the annals of our country. We are one of the oldest, if not the oldest, organized professionals, and we have the duty to continue to work on the path that clearly makes us famous as benchmark. So we will live up to that.
I call him my president, my professor. Professor Cyril Usifoh has done excellently well. He's been leading advocacies, he's been leading and breaking barriers among the industry and beyond. He is eloquent. Give him your ears, you'll be convinced. So I think he's an exemplary leader. And all are called to support him and to support every affairs of the pharmacy. We need to take the pharmacy profession to a higher level, to where it should really belong. Because it looks as if in this part of the world, the profession is not fully well recognized. So the pharmacist is challenged to, at any point in time, wherever he is, to display the professionalism which we are known for. Pharmacists are known for hiding top-notch professionalism. And if we do that, the public will always speak for us.
It's been a fantastic time here in Gombe. I give kudos to the LOC, the CPC, who were the organizers of this event. This venue we are having the event is a world-class venue. In all my years of attending conferences over 15 years now, I've never seen an event center this organized. It's a top notch. I give that to Gombe. There may be some challenges apart from the beautiful center we have. Some of those challenges in Gombe, which is natural. You cannot have it 100%. Be transportation. I couldn't attend most of the event because of poor transportation network. For instance, we don't have functional boats here and other local taxi transportation. And then I would also like to talk about the hotels. We couldn't get very standard hotels here. The hotels we had epileptic light issues, water issues, and generally maybe this is the first time they are having this kind of crowd of number of persons. The hotel managers were really not prepared for this crowd they are having.
In one word,
It's been wonderful. I didn't even know we'll have so much fun. It's beyond my imagination. When I was told last year we're moving to Gombe, I was like, okay, that's further down into the north, but it's wonderful. It beats my imagination, honestly. And it's been every day of fun after fun after fun. And today is like, I mean, is it finishing? Aye. Oh, thank God. It's been wonderful.
Without any sentiments, this is the best conference I ever attended. And I want to give you reasons why I said it's the best conference I ever attended. Most of the times you come for conferences, the conference will be slated for 8 o'clock or 9, and you enter the hall and stay like 2 hours before the conference starts. You hear governor is coming, commissioner is coming, this person is coming, that person is coming, and at the end, sometimes by 12 noon, they've not come. And the only thing you see that they will have sent one protocol officer to come and present them, or they will send maybe the director of Pharmaceutical Services or some other person in pharmacy, which is also good, but at least we expect them to come. But in this place, both the governor and the deputy came. Not just that they came very much on time. This is the first conference that the opening ceremony ended by 1:30. Normally, sometimes we start opening ceremonies by 11, 12, and 3, 4, we are still there. But by 1:30, the opening ceremony was over because the government came on time. All the dignitaries are very disciplined. They come on time. And another thing again about this conference is that all the scheduled activities started at the time they were scheduled. In fact, when the president declared the conference, the AGM closed, I was asking the person near me, are you sure the AGM are closed? Because we haven't had an AGM that closed by 2 o'clock, something like that. Most of the times when there's election, we are doing an AGM. From the AGM, election is happening in the AGM, and most of the times we go from the AGM to the dinner. But now they've given us the chance to go and freshen up in the rooms before we prepare. Apart from that, the theme of the conference, pharmaceutical practice being a pivot to primary healthcare, is timely and very relevant because the pharmacists are always the first point of call to any health-seeking person in Nigeria. Nigerian health-seeking behavior is first of all to the community pharmacists before they go to the hospital. So we cannot talk about primary healthcare in Nigeria without the pharmacists. So pharmacists, we are the pivot of primary healthcare. So we have learned a lot of things in this place. If you are a pharmacist and you have listened to this conference, you have heard a lot of specialization, on cosmetics, on community pharmacy, entrepreneur, so many things. Pharmacists carried a niche around ourselves. Pharmacists specializing. That is the major thing that we are talking about in this conference. That being a pivot of primary healthcare, that you still need to specialize. You need to carve a niche around yourself because you cannot be competing with charlatans, that are selling drugs and some other things. So there must be something about you that will make the community to ask after you. And that is one of the things that we have learned in this conference. And I thank the president of the FPSN and the CPC chairman, and others that helped them to package this conference.
I feel very fantastic, I feel elated, and I feel very grateful to God for giving us the opportunity to organize such a conference and helping us to expand critics. There were people that believed that because of the location of this conference, the attendance was going to be poor. There were a whole lot of, negative connotations. But we thank God that at the end of the day, most of those activities were removed. People excitedly attended the conference and enjoyed the conference. So I think the first thing that we did was enlightenment. We needed to enlighten people so that they will know what the situation is. They will know that things are not actually what they thought. There's this saying about perception being reality, so we needed to change that reality to reflect what the reality is, in people's perspective. So that's one major thing we did. And we also tried the best we could to ensure that the logistic nightmare
people were expecting didn't happen. And then at the end of the day, it became the best logistics that people ever enjoyed for the conference, especially regarding the difficulty they would have encountered if those logistics were not put in place. The issue of the framework or policy supposed to still work in the next CPC, to guide the next and advise the next CPC chairman or chairlady, so that they would avoid some of the mistakes we would have made. I mean, let me also say that this conference is not as if there are no hiccups. We had its own share of hiccups. We know we didn't score 100% on everything, but we also hope that our delegates understand that the situation is perfect. We did the best we could. Thank you. So the next guy will correct it.
This conference has been excellent, well planned, well executed. I think the only snag for me is that if there was hotels around the conference center, I would have just given them 105%. But be that as it may, I think CPC LOC, the neck of FPSN, did very well with this conference. It's been a very enlightening conference, an enjoyable conference, a well-organized conference. I think pharmacists are happy to be here in Gombe State.
This is one of the wonderful conferences I've ever seen in PSN. Starting from the venue and organization. It is fantastic. It is fantastic. Gombe is a great state. They did us well. It was fantastic.
It's been a fantastic conference. I want to give kudos to the President of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria, Professor Cyril, for such a magnificent organization of this conference. I think this conference will go down in history as one of the best conferences we have had, at least in PSN history, considering that I would say it surpassed highly the expectations of members of the Pharmaceutical Society of Nigeria prior to the conference.
Everything about this conference is awesome. It's a conference like no one. It's one of the well-packaged, well-executed, and excellently delivered conference in recent time. You can see from the turnout, the program, the content, and even the arena where the conference held is as if it is being costumed to pharmacists practice, because everything about it, from the hall to the syndicate rooms to the offices, everything about the conference and the venue, it cannot be better imagined until you've seen it or you're here yourself. So we want to congratulate and thank the people and government of Gombe who have demonstrated that they are indeed joy in the savannah. Nobody ever thought that the conference would be like this. They were kind of dilly-dallying whether to come to Gombe or not. But I think it's clear to everyone that if tomorrow you say you fix conference in Gombe, the turnout will be even more than this, because there will be a lot of each one tell one and then pay for the telling of one. And in the long run, you are going to have a very successful turnout. I give this credit to the governor, His Excellency the Governor Muhammad Yahya Inua, who understand the pharmacy and pharmacists as individuals, as professionals who knew their onions and they are business minded, and he decided to showcase Gombe. I know the multiplier effect cannot be calculated. You cannot quantify it in terms of Naira and Kobe. I congratulate them, I envy them, but you have to give it to them. That is leadership for you. I also want to congratulate our president, who stood his ground to say that Gombe here will come. Despite the initial hiccups, he weathered the storm, and as an accomplished academic, he also see beyond what many have not seen. So it's a harvest of success, and we hope
that the benchmark, the elevated benchmark will be able, Akwa Ibom will do better. I know the terrain, I know the people of Akwa Ibom. Incidentally, I served there. They are also a very serious people who have grown and developed their state, but I do hope that they will surpass the achievement and accomplishment of our company. We should be growing. We shouldn't look back. So on the whole, like I said, the whole conference is beautiful, it's awesome, and we can never ask for more.
Naturally, I feel fulfilled because it is not easy to come forward to pharmacists and tell them, you know, you want to serve. They are looking for the best, and you know, they have spoken, and it shows that they appreciate what I have been doing, and that is one major thing that makes me feel fulfilled, because it's a show of appreciation that, okay, we see what you do and we appreciate it, and we believe in you that you can do more. That's the way I interpret it, and I'm so happy about it, you know, and I know it's a call for service for me to do more, you know. And like I said, that we are built differently. It's just a matter of you identifying your purpose. Purpose, what is in my gene, is always to serve. And that is why I feel happy when I know that I'm impacting, you know, on others. That gives me joy. So they've given me the opportunity to serve more, and I'm happy about it. I feel fulfilled. One first thing that I'm going to focus on is the resources of the society, both human and material resources, you know, to effectively manage them, you know, to cut down wastages, so that with the, you know, with what we have, you know, we can have better output, you know, from what we have. And having said that, I want to see a secretariat that is available, accessible to all pharmacists, irrespective of gender, religion, ethnic group, whatever, wherever you are. The secretariat is accessible and available to all pharmacists. Insofar that you are a financial member of the society, the society will be accessible to you. Where I want is a secretariat where pharmacists, irrespective of age, are respected by the staff of the secretariat, because they are the employers and the staff are the employees. They must respect every pharmacist, no matter the age of that pharmacist. That you are a pharmacist, you must be respected when you are in the secretariat, because entering the secretariat, you are already the boss. I want a secretariat that is functional. I want a secretariat that will be able to get the best out of the staff that we employ. I want a secretariat that can, because I have an international exposure, I know how things run. I want a secretariat that can boast of, you know, a system that works. A system that works. It's, you know, I mean, a system where people will not be working in silos, where we work as a team to take the society forward and to greater heights.
Even from my face, you know that I'm very happy. And if you want to judge how happy I am, then put all the other people, the whole 1,500 of us that are happy, put them together, and that's how happy I am. First is that it was a bit difficult and we had some hesitation in making up our mind about coming. Finally, we decided we were going to come. And then even when we arrived, what we did as a protection measure was to lower our expectation about the conference. But the conference has since exceeded all our expectations, not the lowered one, even the standard one. First is that we have good venue for the conference. We had a smooth flight coming. We have a beautiful hotel where we are staying with many facilities, and the city appears really calm. And we're enjoying one of the best times of our lifetime, which is 1 week holiday in Gombe attending it. So for us, I will score the conference extremely high, and we are happy with it.